Hey everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video to kind of show off a faster way to use Flux and to kind of save some space too. This model that I've found is actually much smaller than the regular dev version or Chanel version, and it uses a GGUF instead of safe tensors. So it's much more compact and it actually works pretty well, and it works pretty fast too because it can generate images in 4 steps. I think that's pretty useful, especially when using these large models like this. I mean, if you're wanting to make something that is quick, or if you want to generate memes, I mean, it's probably the fastest way you can do it. I'm just going to demonstrate right now just how fast it is. So when you initially load the models, it usually takes a minute, but after you load the model into the memory, it goes pretty quickly. So we can see what it's doing in the background right now. And you can see how fast that was. So it rendered in that picture pretty fast in 4 steps. And you can see it's Slenderman. He's kind of a popular creepypasta type character that was circulating around a while back. And he still kind of does circulate around, but I mean, Flux is very powerful. I mean, the fact that you can just render in text inside your pictures now, I mean, it makes it look so much. It looks like it belongs in that picture. So if we take a look here and just kind of zoom in on the picture, I mean, that looks like that belongs there. You would have thought somebody just wrote that note and left it hanging on a tree. So this is what everybody's so crazy about right now, is that you're not going to know what's real anymore because we've got models like this that we can just run on our computer and basically make realistic looking images that nobody's going to know the difference. And it's only going to get better. Like, it's not going to get any worse than this now. So that's pretty scary when you think about it. But I wanted to say, like, in order to set this up and have Forge working with it, you have to have the latest updated repository of Forge. So Forge is pretty easy to install. I'm not going to go over how to install it because you can go directly to the repository page and it gives you instructions on how to install Forge. But I will tell you how you can update it if you already have it installed. Basically, all you need to do is right click on any blank space inside of your folder and open it in terminal, and then just type in git pull. Right, and then when you hit enter, it will automatically update. So I'm going to exit out real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and update the repository. And you can see, even since I last updated, which I just updated a few hours ago, he's added some new comments to the repository. So that probably might have fixed some issues, because I noticed after a while of running Forge with these models, it tends to like start lagging or something. I don't know if it has something to do with you might have to run hardware acceleration on your browser or something like that, but maybe it has a memory leak issue. I'm not sure. But with this model that I found in particularly, it does not use that much space as the regular dev or Chanel model. So I got it off of CivitAi, which, you know, it's a pretty big website for downloading these models off of. And it's only 6.3 gigabytes. And I haven't really noticed any kind of significant quality loss in the model, you know, as I'm using it. So it's, to me, I mean, do you want to have like 20 gigabytes of space being taken up on your computer just for a little bit more quality, which I have the regular dev model too? To me, it's just not worth it in the long run, because this model, it works just as good, and it's a mixture of both the dev and the Chanel. So all you have to do is up the amount of steps and upscale if you want to increase the quality of the images that you're getting right now. So I'm going to show you another example. This image right here, I'm just going to copy the prompt and I'll paste it in here, and I'm just going to change some of these settings a little bit to what I like it to be, and we'll make sure that it's at 4 steps, and you're using Euler or Euler, however you want to pronounce it. and it will generate this prompt in 4 steps very quickly. So as soon as it gets done loading the model, it should generate in 4 steps. So there we go. And I've also got the GPU weight set to 16,000 megabytes right now, which is basically 16 gigabytes, because I'm accounting for this model here, and I'm also accounting for these models as well, which I'm going to get into where you're going to have to put those when you download them. But you can see here the quality is not that bad for something that is just 6 gigabytes. And of course, if you upscale the picture and apply more steps, it will add more details to it. And to me, this is actually really good for what it is. So also, I'm going to find another example here just to show you how fast it is. And I am running on a 3090 right now, so if you're curious about that. So you can see there's the next image. And it's because I've got cinematic on that it kind of doesn't look the same as that image. So if I run it again, it should look pretty similar to this image here. So see, now it's more of a paint style, like it's a painting. And you can just do this however many times you want. I mean, because it's so fast, you know. So, and to me, I mean, it looks just as good as using the regular dev model, except you're doing things in less steps. It's costing you much less time. So if you want to go about installing this, basically all you need to do is download the model directly from this page. I'm going to include it in the description, and you will put that in your checkpoints folder inside of Stable Diffusion. So you'll go to models, and then you'll go to Stable Diffusion folder, and you can make a separate folder for Flux. You don't have to have everything in the same folder. Everything can be in separate folders inside of this folder. So this is the 2 Flux models I've got right now, and you can see that the regular dev model is 16 gigabytes. So this is a big difference between this one and this one, right? But this one also doesn't require the text encoders that I'm going to show you here. So, but even with the text encoder, this is still smaller than this. So if you go to this Hugging Face here, this is where the text encoders are, and you will download these files and save them directly to the text encoder folder that is inside of Webui Forge. You can go to models and just go to text encoder, and of course I just made a new folder here named Flux, and here are the 2 text encoders that I have downloaded right now. I just downloaded the FP8 version and the Clip L right now. If you want to download the other models that are on this page, you can download the FP16 version as well, but that is 9 gigabytes. So we're basically trying to save space right now and also get you the most speed that you can, possibly get right now from the Flux models. But I would assume that eventually they're going to make faster versions of the Flux models that anybody should be able to run on their computer, which they already have, like smaller models on CivitAi right now. But this is probably the best I've found so far, because it is actually a merge between the Chanel model and the dev model. So it's actually the best of both worlds right now. So you get the speed of Chanel, and you also get the quality of the dev model, and it's also much smaller than the regular models right now. So that's basically all I wanted to tell you. I just wanted to demonstrate how fast this way of doing things is. If this helps you in any way, shape, or form, please leave a comment down below, and take it easy, guys.